Shifting our focus to this big breaking news coming in on the issue of pollution. Showdown underway in the national capital as the Aam Aadmi Party escalates its attack on Delhi government. We're given to understand that protesters clashed with police officials and Saurabh Bharadwaj along with Prashant Bhushan were leading the protest. Let's go across to Shivam, who's getting us more details. Shivam, we're given to understand there was a clash that broke out between the protesters and the police officials.
Yes, Mati. In fact, the protesters are currently present at the Kartavya. This is the Mansingh Road, just almost 500 meters away from the President House, from the Parliament and all the main ministries. They were trying to march towards the Kartavya path and they were stopped by the police authorities. And you can see heavy police authority deployment here because this is a place where BNS has imposed and the police officials are saying that since the protesters don't have permission here, they cannot march towards the capital Kartavya path, and that is where you are also seeing the chain that is being formed by the female official, be it of the Delhi police, be it other security agencies currently present here. The police is consistently trying to make the protesters understand that this is not the protest, but now the protesters are adamant of the fact they are leading this protest, asking for the accountability from the government about the rising cases of pollution here. Remember, while we are speaking, the air quality index in the national capital at this particular place is 370. It is in the very poor category. In fact, a lot of stations are also reporting the air quality in the hazardous level as well. So the situation is very tense here. You can see heavy security deployment here. The protesters adamant on the fact that they want to march towards this particular road, this high profile roads where you have ministries also, you have other high profile government agencies as well. But since they don't have the permission to be protesting here,
absolutely. Now, there were, remember, allegations that data is being fudged by the authorities in Delhi because this is a cover up. Would it be possible for you, Shivam, to speak to some of the protesters?
Sure. We'll try and get the words from the protesters who are currently on the spot. Again, the slogans are consistently being raised by different people, and we'll also try and have a word with the protesters. Ma'am, क्या डिमांड है आप लोगों की? क्या डिमांड है?
We need the pollution to stop. We can't live like this. Our children are dying.
What is it?
आप लोग ऐसे ही ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट करेंगे, इससे ट्रैफिक बाधित हो रहा है.
Police are telling us to go, and they're telling us they're going to put us in jail. To protest, we're peacefully protesting. They're saying they're going to put us in jail. Look what he's saying. We are peacefully protesting because we want to breathe. We want to breathe. There's no air to breathe in this city.
होश में आओ, होश में आओ.
पॉल्यूशन को लेकर हर साल का क्या बोलना चाहिए आप लोग?
पहली बात तो ये क्लाउड सीडिंग करके ये बहलाया जा रहा है इस देश के लोगों को कि हम हवा साफ कर रहे हैं. क्लाउड सीडिंग में पैसा किसका जा रहा है? हमारा जा रहा है. क्लाउड सीडिंग कितना इफेक्टिव है? कुछ इफेक्टिव नहीं है. 3 बार ट्रायल किए गए फिर भी फेल हुआ. हवा का जो एयर क्वालिटी है 400 पार जा रहा है. ये भी आंकड़े झूठे हैं. कई सारे आंकड़े आते हैं जो 1000 पार बताते हैं, पर यहाँ की सरकार आंकड़े भी छुपाने में लगी हुई है. ये साफ साफ देखने को मिलता है कि यहाँ एयर पोल्यूशन की वजह से 17,000 लोगों की जान गई है 2023 में. क्या ये छोटी बात है? एक आतंकी हमला होता है, अगर 2 लोग भी मारे जाते हैं तो नेशनल इशू बनता है, बट यहाँ पर 17,000 लोगों की जान जा रही है और कोई मुद्दा नहीं बन रहा है.
डेटा को मैनिपुलेट करने की बहुत बातें हो रही हैं कि वाटर स्प्रिंकल किया जा रहा है इको स्टेशन के आसपास, और जो प्राइवेट कंपनीज है वो अलग डेटा बता रही हैं. आप लोग जो पढ़ रहे हैं, आप लोग जो बता रहे हैं, आपके क्या सुझाव यहाँ पर? अगर आप
यहाँ पर दिल्ली के स्ट्रक्चर में ही दिक्कत है. यहाँ पर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सिस्टम एकदम रद्दी हो चुका है. वेहिकुलर पोल्यूशन सबसे बड़ा एक कारण है दिल्ली में एयर पोल्यूशन का. इस चीज को लेकर सरकार को कदम उठाना पड़ेगा. इंडस्ट्रियल जो पोल्यूशन निकलता है एयर में उसे बंद करना होगा. स्ट्रिंजेंट लॉ लाने होंगे, तभी जाके दिल्ली का पोल्यूशन सही होगा.
मिनिस्टर और चीफ मिनिस्टर भागे हुए हैं अभी बिहार में.
The people who are adamant on the fact that they will be sitting here and they will be asking for the accountability. They have also again highlighted the issue of data fudging and the different HY numbers that are coming in from different places at different stations, and the numbers that are coming through other private entities as well. So these are all the serious issues that are being raised by the protesters here who are currently present. And you can see the security deployment trying to restrict them to this particular patch while they are still adamant on the fact that they want to march forward. So now again, a lot of questions being raised on the authorities, on the CPCB and DPCC data, which is constantly coming in, but the situation of the pollution doesn't seem to be improving anytime soon in the national capital.
Right. So the allegation is that the Delhi government has failed to control pollution. The promises that they made, they have failed in delivering on those promises. Shibam, where are the AAP leaders who were leading the protest? Is this a Janata's protest?
Because again, since this entire issue of pollution has been a political issue going into the election as well. Saurabh Bhardwaj was present here, Prashant Bhushan was present here. Again, it would be try to say that they were leading the protest, but yes, they were certainly a part of the protest. And yes, because they are the kind of people, popular personalities that get a lot of traction, they were present here in the initial stage. Currently, since now you are seeing the Delhi police now trying to take over the entire protest. They are now trying to, push the protesters.
I see someone in your frame wearing that big mask. Possible for you to speak to the man there?
Sure. And currently, as for now, you can see the entire police officials are now trying to take over these people, trying to detain these people, and now they don't have the permission. Remember, this is coming in after a lot of, announcements being made that this is not the time to protest here. The person who was in the mask were also trying to find him, but again, because there is a lot of scuffle, there is a lot of hustle bustle currently present here, it's difficult to, identify the person here. But here you are seeing the police officials snatching these placards, taking the protesters, detaining them inside the buses as they were asking for the accountability. You see the police officials, putting these protesters, detaining them inside the police duty bus, which was deployed here for almost half an hour. There were certain announcements that were made here, and here you are seeing these protesters being pushed inside the buses while they are still raising the slogans. They're still trying to, register their protest, but the situation here seems to be going out of the hand, and here you are seeing
pushing us. We are going. Why are you pushing us? Protest भी नहीं कर सकते क्या? Peaceful protest भी नहीं कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर. This is ridiculous. We have no rights. We have no rights to even breathe, and to say that we are not able to breathe. इसको कितना चुप कराएंगे और कब तक चुप कराएंगे?
While the protesters are still registering their resistance, saying that they are not being allowed to even ask for the accountability that their life has been put in danger because the toxic air, the toxic haze that has engulfed the entire national capital. Almost every time you are currently seeing the police officials trying to maintain the law and order situation. There are announcements being made that since this place has BNS imposed, you cannot protest, but still you see the resistance, the pushing that is currently happening at this particular spot near almost 500 meters away from the parliament building, just a kilometer away from the president house and all the ministries. So the situation here is quite tense. The announcement is being made by DCP time and again. Devesh Mahala is making the announcement that you are not allowed at this particular place, but still you see the female security department here, the team of other journalists also currently present here, and they are trying to maintain this entire law and order situation. You are also seeing currently the protesters still coming out wanting to protest, but now as of now all the protesters have been detained inside this particular. You can also see the protesters holding the posters here saying, "I am here for our children," and that is the main argument of this entire issue, that they are here for the future. They are here to secure the future of the country, because once you breathe these heavy air, and doctors have also suggested that it is toxic. If you can afford, you can leave Delhi, and those who can't, they are here currently asking for accountability. Other persons as well asking for making India startup, questioning the central government and other issues as well. Here you also see the common people also noticing what is currently happening in this particular place. Because remember, normally at the time of evening on a weekend, on a Sunday, this place is a nice tourist spot, but currently this has become the hub of a protest, the hub of the people asking the questions and the authorities trying to maintain law and order. All the female protesters have been detained in a different bus on the complete opposite side as well. So there are 3-4 buses currently present, and you can see the number of people who had come up here, who were trying to make this entire issue, who were trying to raise this entire issue. They are now being detained just to maintain the law and order. This entire road was jammed because of this protest. And currently, this is the situation at this particular spot. People wearing masks, people holding placards, all of them have been now detained, and they are now being transferred to different police stations just to disperse the crowd from this particular place. As again, you're mentioning this as a place where the BNSS has been mentioned, and it can lead to law and order situation as well. So this is the current situation present here.
The rising pollution has now spilled onto the streets. Protests taking place at Kartavya. Shivam is reporting live. He is telling us how the protesters are now being detained. They are being taken away. The police officials clearing the entire area. And you can see the protesters raising slogans saying that this is a peaceful protest and the officials are not allowing us to continue. Back to you. Shivam, go ahead.
Yes, sorry. For now, the buses are now being taken away from here. This entire patch has been cleaned, as what the police protesters are saying. They have just now cleaned the patch. They are now trying to take away all the posters that are being placed. Now they are all picking all the posters that were asking for the accountability, and now these posters, the last reminiscence of the resistance that was being registered, is now being removed. So now the new tourist people who are coming from outside the national capital don't get an idea of what exactly happened at this place. They're now trying to remove all the posters here.
All right,
so
Shivam, keep tracking all the developments. We'll come back to you. For the moment, we're slipping into a very short break.